Hello everyone, RPG Kingdom Kid here, bringing you some more Digimon story cyber sleuthing goodness. Alright everyone, here is the first bonus video of this series. And I'm calling this one the bonus one because, well, everything that we have done beforehand, I believe was story based, so I can say that. And what this bonus video is I'm just basically going to show you all the Digimon. Yep, so let's get started. Okay, we have number one. We have Kuramon. Now, Kuramon, obviously, there we go, can only digivolve into Sunemon and Pagumon. He is an unidentified Digimon that suddenly appeared on a computer network. A single Digi-egg was born from the malice of humans abusing computer networks and the aggression from the conflicts unfolding over networks. The Digi-egg was the amalgamations of humanity's destructive instincts, and the mysterious Digimon born from it is incredibly dangerous. It multiplies within a computer network like a virus, causing minor network failures. Yep, this was the Digimon that was part of the technically the second Digimon movie, although it was part of the first movie in in overseas, but it was the second movie in Digimon called Our War Game, or just the Digimon movie. Alright, next is Pabumon, another entrained Digimon who could digivolve to Multimon, Yokomon, and Tanamon. At first glance, it looks like a sea green bubble, but it's actually totally autonomous Digimon. Its unstable surface means practically no defense or powers in combat. Creates infinite tiny foam clouds from the pacifier-like object in its mouth. This ability was originally used to develop computer viruses, but its lack of life force made for poor implementation. Life is fleeting for this adorable Digimon baby. The sticky foam it releases binds its enemies, giving it a chance to escape. That's interesting. Punimon, who can digivolve into Nyoromon, and Sunomon. Brand new type of Digimon. 3 tentacles project from the top of its gelatinous red body. It can't fight, but threatens enemies with excited bubbles. As you can see, now they call these guys the in-training ones, but I call them babies. These are the baby Digimon. All the baby Digimon can only learn Bubble, which is fine. Anyway, the next one is Botomon. Just want the Koromon and Wainamon. Alrighty. A newborn digital monster. Dark peach fuzz bristles across the surface of its slimy body. This new addition to the digital world can't fight, but it can shoot bubbles from its mouth to intimidate foes. Yep. Next we have Poyomon, who is Bukamon and Tokomon can digivolve into. This baby Digimon uses its translucent body to float on the digital sea like a jellyfish. Possessing the most primitive makeup of any existing Digimon, it gained attention from Digimon fanatics and whatever alike. They hail it as a missing link capable of unlocking the mysteries behind Digimon. To protect itself, it blows incredibly sour bubbles from its mouth. Yuck. Alright, here we go. Now these are what I call the actual in-training Digimon. Koromon, who can... I'm not going to show you who they can de-digivolve into, because I'll always show you who they can digivolve into. So, can digivolve to Agumon, Hakumon, Gyomon, and Toy Agumon. This Digimon has shed its fur and grown one size bigger. It can move a bit faster, but fighting is still too much for it. It threatens enemies with bubbles from its mouth, and it can learn Walking Napalm. Yeah, I think that's also the same with all the trained Digimon. They learn Bubble and one of their things. We have Tanamon, who can digivolve into Lanamon, Palmon, and Renamon. I remember when we got the Tanamon, or I maybe Pabumon, that I did, because I knew who these were. I knew who these were, but I had no idea who this was. And then I was super excited when it was Renamon. I was like, oh, it's Renamon! Sweet! I thought I was going to have Renamon for the rest of my team, but... I mean, she was very useful as a Sukuyamon. So, a bulb Digimon with sprout-like objects building from its head. Looking for a subtle environment, a floating Yoromon descends to Earth and digivolves. When an enemy draws close, this big old coward digs a hole with its 4 legs and buries its body in the ground. When it moves underground, the object on its head mimic vegetation, protecting it from enemies. It doesn't work against Herbert's Digimon, though. Yeah, unfortunately. Sunamon. Digivolve into Gabumon, Goblinmon, Vmon, and of course Gabumon Black. If you have the DLC for it. I wonder, I kind of feel... Oh, hold on. Jeez, I did that by mistake. I kind of feel bad for the people that didn't get the DLC for it, but I'm pretty sure they probably get... You don't have to pre-order the game to get that DLC. It's probably a pre-order bonus type thing. Or not a pre-order bonus. It's probably just like a buy-in-the-game type thing. Small Digimon like Punimon, but with one of the tentacles on its head hardened. It exhibits a more feral digivolution than Punimon, and is converted in tufts of bussy hair. Its playful and malicious personality remains, but it has yet to awaken to its combat ability. Here's Sunemon, who can digivolve into Kuramon, Devimon, and Agumon Black. An in-training Digimon digivolved from Kuramon. Its increased ferocity is met with new talons and is on the tips of its tentacles. It erodes data with dreadful speed, spending networks into disarray. High movement speed makes it difficult to capture when digivolved into Sunemon. Sumemon. So yeah. Oh, and if you haven't guessed by now, yeah, I already said, hey, this is a bonus video. You don't have to watch through it. I am basically just gonna be reading through all the what's it called? All the Digimon things, just reading through them. And you know, and I'm just gonna, you know, just read through them and show them who they digivolve into and just read the profiles for them. Tokamon, who can digivolve into Falcomon, Hawkmon, Lucamon, who's a pain in the ass, and Patamon. A small Digimon with strange appendages growing under its body. Trained Digimon with legs are quite rare, and this one's cute as a button to boot. Don't let it looks fool you, though. Carelessly reach out to it and expect a big set of chompers to clamp down on your hand. That being said, it doesn't have an ounce of ill will on its body. Yep. See, like, I think Tokamon and, yeah, I don't know about, what's it called, Yokomon, but I think Tanamon and Tokamon are the only in-trained Digimon with legs. Small Digimon with feral, Nainarmon, who could digivolve into Armadillomon, Salamon, and Arteriormon, the first Digimon we ever had. A small Digimon with feline characteristics. Its capricious cat-like behavior earned it the name Nainarmon. While both curious and fecal, I don't know. It has a lonely side to it as well. Oh yeah, that's right, because in Season 1 you saw it as a Nairmon. In Season 1, because it was Salmon, that's Scatomon. Here is Pagumon, who can digivolve into Gizamon, Impmon, and Lupmon. Yeah, I think I got Pagumon. Or I had the his in-training, the Kuramon, and then digivolved into Pagumon and got Impmon. This small Digimon can fly at low altitudes with the ear-like protrusions growing out of its head. It can move those ears like a second pair of hands, using them to mock the enemy with all kinds of gestures. It has a malicious streak, often chasing after Digimon like Koromon or Sunamon and teasing them. It uses a spray of poison bubbles towards its end. Yeah, towards this end. Yokomon. Can digivolve into Lekmon, Wormmon, and Biomon. Not Birdmon. Made that mistake. Sorry. A lesser bulb Digimon with a huge flower blossoming from its head. It can move around by swinging its root-shaped feelers and can even float through the air for short distances. Its curious nature and upbeat movement makes for an adorable figure. They tend to live in packs unnumbering somewhere between the dozens and hundreds. Very interesting. Bukamon, who can digivolve into all these water-type Digimon. This zany Digimon looks like a baby aquatic dinosaur and moves like a sprightly seahorse. It tends to run away when others get close. Its exodermies can't withstand deep sea water pressures or temperatures, so it can't dive into the ocean depths for long. Oh, that's sad. Botemon, Gatsumon, Agurumon, Tentamon, and Solarmon. You know what? Yeah, I'll keep showing them, but I won't say their names anymore. I don't want this video to be too long, but maybe I might stop reading all of them and just read the ones I'm more interested into. So I just let you guys read them. So, yeah, you probably already had enough time to read these, so there you go. Wainamon, who could digivolve into Dorumon, Galmon, and Kudamon. Yep, I remember we either had a Botamon or a Wainmon we got, and I digivolved into Galmon, and he's been with me through the whole entire thing, because I kept Galmon. Galmon's a pretty cool Digimon. I actually like him. If they're not that long, I will read them, but Motemon's was pretty long, so. A Digimon combines the data of small pets like dogs and cats. Extensional speeds means you need to be aware of its fleeing, but offering it an owner's affection makes it quite attractive to you. Alright. Okay. Next one. Agumon. Yes, we're now in the rookies. There's a lot of Digimon. There's like 200 of them, and we are on only 17. Like, how many are there? 249. Yeah, there's only 17. I don't think I'm going to read all the profiles anymore, but I will let you. I'll let you read them yourselves, but I won't read them because I feel like that'll take long. I'll definitely read like a lot of them. I'll probably read all the Royal Knights ones, so that's for sure gonna be it. It may one day digivolve into Digimon of great strength. Yeah. Considering it can become a Mega and then DNA Digivolve with another Digimon to become one of the Royal Knights. So, yeah. And then an Agumon Black, which basically is saying the same thing except its special move is different, so. But with Agumon Black, you get Digivolve into. I mean, Tyrannomon's the only thing that stays the same, which I guess kind of makes sense. Digivolve into Growlmon, Cyclomon, Tankmon, Greymon Blue. So, yep. Gotta look for that Agumon Black. Armadillomon. I don't think they're doing. No, they're not doing them in alphabetical order, because. Yeah. Ankylomon, Cyclomon, Goldnumon, Tankmon, and Gurimon. Oops, I went a little too far. Yeah. Is a descendant of the same ancient species as Vmon, and it can perform a special armored digivolution. Okay, that kind of makes sense. Impmon, who I think is one of 3 rookies that can digivolve into a lot of champions, which is kind of strange. I think the other one is Lapamon, maybe? No, Lapamon I think only has 3. Goblinmon? I think Goblinmon might be it. We'll see. Yeah. I'll read Impmons, because I actually like Impmon. A rookie Digimon that looks like a demon child. This malicious creature loves seeing the other guys squirm. Electrical appliances are said to go haywire when Impmon appears, so if your screen starts to bug out, it might be an Impmon prank. Despite its love of mischief and malice, this Digimon doesn't cow down to stronger creatures, instead of facing them with its tough attitude. Even so, it also has a lonely side. Signature move is Summon, which calls forth Ice and Flame elements. Electamon! Yeah, Electamon! A peacock? What the heck? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Electmon. Electmon's the other one I think I was trying to think of. I think it's just those two that have those Digivolutions. Do they have any similar ones? Nope, no similar ones. Otamamon! Yeah, Otamamon. I'm not really keen on him. I don't think I think I had him for like a short. Obviously, I had to have him, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do this. But, yeah, I think I changed him to a Seizuremon or something. Well, that was my Betamon. It was one of those two. Galmon, yeah, my Galmon. A beast Digimon with sharp claws through. Thought to be subspecies of Gizamon, its quick and nimble movements are perfect for hit-and-run tactics, and the gloves on each hand protect its claws until they grow. It unleashes its special move, Double Backhand, while using its powerful leg strength to whirl around. Yep. And you can become all these people. Which kind of makes sense. Of course I did want to take Galmon. Galgamon. Next is Gizamon. Speaking of the descent of, speaking of Gizamon, who is said to be of part ancestor or something of him. Oh, I guess Gizamon. Huh. Well, I would say. Sorry. Sorry, I got like something in my teeth. I would say it seems like all the. Was he a virus? Yeah, Imon's a virus. I would say it seems like all the virus, but Electmon's a data. So it's kind of odd. So, yeah. Next is Gabumon. Despite its fur pelt, this is a genuine reptile Digimon. It is timid and shy personality and always makes pelts out of Garurumon's leftover data to wear. Wearing the fur of fearsome Digimon like Garurumon serves the purpose of protecting it. Its personality takes a 180 when it dons this fur. Its special move is Blue Blaster. Now, which is kind of weird, because like, that's actually one of the things in the first season of Digimon. For like the first few episodes, you actually see him take off the fur, and I think they gave it to TK or something like that. But you never actually see what he looks like without the fur, which a lot of people think he's just an Agumon with the fur, which he could be, but he looks like a fatter Agumon, and he has a horn compared to the Agumon. So it's kind of weird. So I don't know. And of course we got a black one. Well, a bit of a hoodlum, strip of its pelts, and it becomes bashful and cowardly. Its true face is a secret. Yeah, see. The only one they share is Frigimon, which is that's a little odd too. Oh yeah, I think the hold on, let's see. I think the Agumons actually digivolve. Oh no, never mind. They don't digivolve into as many as I thought. Guilmon, yes. I feel kind of bad because he was a Digimon I really wanted in my party, and I did have him in my party. But then once I started getting other Digimon, because I couldn't digivolve him once he was a War Growlmon anymore, and I needed Megas on my team. So it kind of sucked that I couldn't use him until I got him to become Gallantmon, which I couldn't do for a long time, which really sucks. But maybe, I mean, with New Game Plus and everything on, who knows? Kuremon, who can become Angemon, Goldemon, Peckmon, and Arepamon. Yeah, this one was one of the last remaining rookies I've never seen. I don't think you can ever fight these guys. At least I've never fought them. So the only way you can actually attain them is either digivolve them from Waynemon, or because you can fight basically all of these and then just de-digivolve him. But you can't de-digivolve if you haven't seen him before. So actually you would have to get Waynemon to digivolve him. So that's kind of the odd thing, is that he is like that. So I don't know. Kuramon, yeah, more rookie. I don't know how many rookies we have left. Obviously, there's like more. I think there's probably more champions than anything out of these guys. We could see that for sure once we're all done with this. But yeah, it eats 100 MB of data a second, which is kind of fantastic, I guess. Oh, its special move, Crazy Giggle, shoots out an extremely destructive beam of light as it laughs. Which is nice, I guess. Okay, next one. Number 30, Gatsumon, who can digivolve into these guys. Akilomon, Clockmon, Starmon, Tinkmon. Yep. I don't really think I need to show you the moves they can learn. It's not really that important. I've never really used Gatsumon. I don't think so. I mean, I might have digivolved him into something, and I might just use him to be like, okay, I need you because I need you to digivolve into this and this and this. And I know you can digivolve into this. Excuse me. Goblimon. Okay, he can't do. I thought he could digivolve into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the most that Digimon could digivolve into is 6. Thought he could digivolve into 6 things as well. Oh, wrong way. So yeah. Goblinmon. He was actually the first rookie you ever fought. Technically, yeah, he was, because you could run into him on Kowloon level 1. So you ever got enough data on him, and then once you get to the Digilab, you could make your own Goblinmon, and you could have 2 rookies right off the bat. Gomamon! Yeah, I was actually a big fan of Gomamon in season 1 back when I first watched it. Of course, you know, I loved Agumon because you got the main Digimons, I guess. But yeah, I really like Gomamon. I liked Gomamon because he was like the Joker kind of a Digimon, especially with like the personality of Gomamon and Joe's. They did not mix well, and it was just odd because, like, you know, Joe. If you know Joe from Digimon, you know what he was like, and if you've seen Gomamon, you know what he was like as well. And yeah, it was kind of an odd thing to have them like that. But they worked out because they worked pretty good together too. I really need to catch up on Digimon Tri too. I watched half of the first movie, quote unquote movie. The second one came out like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, as of this recording. So I need to watch that too. So yeah, it kind of sucks that there's so much time in between those releases. That's like, oh my gosh, just release them all. And there's 6 of them. And the third one's coming out in September. So. Then we're probably going to get 4 and 5 in 2017, and then the final 6th one will probably come out in 2018. But I mean, they are considered movies, so of course they make longer than they need to be. Sayakomon, yeah, I never really had a Sayakomon. I didn't really want Sayakomon. Sayakomon wasn't one that I was really looking forward to the game. It was just I don't know. It's just the Digimon that Black Pearl Blast shoots jaded foamed insides by its enemies. Okay. Solarmon, yes, the exact it's basically a color swap of Hagurumon, who could digivolve into I thought he'd be the he digivolve into basically almost the exact same Digimon, except maybe these two are different. That's probably actual. Oh yeah, he could digivolve into Platinum Hagurumon can digivolve into Platinum Sukumon, but he can also digivolve into Gardramon. So, yeah, it's supposedly a rare type of machine Digimon. And of course, Terriermon. We are definitely going to read Terriermon because he's my Digimon. This Digimon with a single horn on his head is wrapped in mystery. Its body composition can be classified as a beast-type Digimon, but its subsequent Digivolution path is still unknown. There's also a rumor that it is born of twins on rare occasions. Its calm manner and adorable looks make it hard to imagine this Digimon as a combat species, but in battle it demonstrates a power well beyond its appearance. Its signature move is Terrier Tornado, which spins its ears like a propeller to launch a tiny tornado. Yes. I really wish I could have gotten that Digi-Egg a lot sooner than you actually get it, because I would have loved to have used Rapidmon armor, but by the time you actually could use Rapidmon armor, it's like, well, I already have better Digimon, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. Like, I had Mega Gargamon, the mega form of Terriermon, so that's really sucked. I love Terriermon. Terriermon, he's the greatest. Tentomon was another Digimon that I actually liked. I don't want to say a lot, but I liked him in the show too, and Izzy was an okay too. He was a bit annoying when all he cared about was about you know, being on the computer in that one episode where they all got split up and then they met up again, and it was just him and Mimi. Then of course he digivolved to all these bug Digimon and then Sunflowmon. Like, why? How can you digivolve into Sunflowmon? I think every champion can de-digivolve into three rookie type Digimon. So, but of course, yeah, that's kind of a bit odd now that I'm thinking about that. Toyagumon, I think he will. I can't really remember. Here's who you can digivolve into. I can't really remember him being in any of the seasons except for season 4. I know for sure he was not in season 3 because I just watched that recently, and there was no toy Agumons ever shown. So I know for sure he wasn't there. I think in season 4 it was, because it was when in one episode it was just a group of the first 4. I don't think Koji was with them at the time. It was Takuya, Tommy, Zoe, and JP. They found a crossroad, and of course Zoe and Takuya wanted to go separate ways, so they went separate ways. And Tommy went with Takuya, and they found like an amusement park type thing, and that's where toy Agumons were. I think that's when they showed up. I can't remember in season 5 because I can't. Season 5 is like the one I remember the least out of them all, out of all the seasons. So, Dorumon. Dorumon's actually a pretty unique Digimon. He appeared first in the Japanese exclusive movie, the 2, before they released Digimon Tri, the 2 exclusive Japanese movies. I think it was like called Digimon Project X or something like that. Yeah, he was a Digimon that was very special to, you know, it's actually somewhat similar to the storyline of this game and of season 5, and not really season 5, but somewhat similar to the storyline of this game. Is about the Royal Knights, you know. They had to find and destroy this thing, this X vaccine or virus thing that Dorumon was holding, and then of course Dorumon eventually became Alphamon. Sorry if I spoiled that movie for you. That Japanese exclusive movie that's been out since 2008, I believe. Agarumon. There you go. Oh, I guess Starmon and Clockmon are the only ones they had in common. And he has one more than the Solarmon does, so. Okay. So other than that, Solarmon's kind of the same as Agarumon. Except that Solarmon might be a vaccine? I don't really remember. I don't really want to go all the way back there to check. So, Patamon. Patamon. Okay, you know, I said I liked Gomamon and Agumon, of course, but Patamon for sure was like Patamon. I mean, he's probably a lot of people's favorites, but I liked him maybe not for the reasons that a lot of people did, but I liked him because he was like the little guy. He was like, you know, he was the little guy, and he always Digivolved last and everything because he was super powerful. A mammal Digimon characterized by its large ears, which it uses as wings to soar through the air, but since it can't go faster than 1 kilometer per hour, it's definitely faster to walk. People love how cute it looks when trying so hard to fly, not that it cares. It's very obedient and does what it's told. Patamon has also inherited a generic of ancient Digimon capable of unleashing hidden sacred power without wearing a holy ring. The special move Boom Bubble make it stuck in air and shoot it out an air bullet. Yeah, they say Boom Bubble in here, but it's called Air Shot for some odd reason, which is so odd. And here's his Digivolution line, yeah. Like I said, Patamon's great. Hackmon, he shows up. He actually shows up in Digimon Tri, and I think that's the first time he's ever showed up in anything Digimon related. I don't know anime-wise. I don't know if he shows up in season 5 of Digimon. I want to say no, because they show some of the Royal Knights in season 5, not all 13 of them, but I can't remember. So that's kind of the thing. Lonzo, you know, I mean, I actually did yeah. And he obviously digivolves into the Royal Knight Jesmon. Kind of wish I probably should de-digivolve my Jesmon just so he can get better moves. Although he does have good moves already, so maybe I'm fine with him as is. Of course, Palmon. Palmon was an okay Digimon. I mean, I don't really have a Digimon that I hate. And if I did, oh my gosh, Alright, I'm just going to fire through these. This is getting a little out of hand a bit. If you want to just, because I don't want this video to be any longer than 30 minutes, but of course we're already there, at least for my capture card. Of course, I still have to do that. So I'm just going to fire through these, actually. I'm so sorry. Went on a lot longer than I wanted to be, and we're still in the rookies. We're not even at 50 yet, so... Yep, and Beomon, I like Beomon. Beomon was an okay Digimon. Overall. It doesn't want to become a flightless Kakatorimon. That's cool. Falcomon. I actually liked Falcomon in Season 5. He was, I can't remember the kids... That's the thing. I don't remember any except for Marcus, who was the main I don't want to say he was the leader because he wasn't really the leader of DATS. And I remember DATS. I can't remember what it stood for, but DATS was the kind of thing that they were part in. And I remember he was the Digimon for the last kid that was raised in the digital world by a Frigimon, which was cute. And, I like that story too. It was so cute. Vemon, he's an okay Digimon. He wasn't my favorite out of the new 3. I actually liked Armadillomon a lot, and Vemon's cool. And of course, yeah, it's kind of unfair that he can do Armor Digimon into 2 things. But I mean, and that kind of upsets me. But like, I kind of wish they had the other Digi-Eggs here. But then, I mean, how many other Digimon could you have then? I mean, Armadillomon would get 2. Vemon would actually get 1 more, and Hawkmon would get 2. Gatomon would get 1, so that's 5, and then Patamon would get 1, so that's 6. And that's just the using the Digi-Eggs that they can in the show. They could technically actually use more of them. I believe if Vemon uses the Digi-Egg of Knowledge, he can become Honeybeemon, I think. I think that's what it was. And speaking of Gatomon, here's Salamon, her rookie Digimon. It's pretty cute. Pretty cute. I actually liked it. Like it. Betamon, he showed up in Season 2 as someone's Digimon, which is nice, so... Considering that his champion form was actually the Digimon that resulted in Gabumon becoming his champion form, was nice. For Armor Pseudo-Evolution. It's kind of odd. Lalamon, yeah, she was also showing up in Season 5 first time. Loosemon, Season 4 Digimon. He sucks. He's a piece of shit Digimon. Well, he was the fight anyway. He's actually pretty nice, decent Digimon. Renamon. I actually liked Renamon in Season 3. She was cool. Lotmon was cool too. She's, well, I don't want to say he or she because technically they don't have genders, but extremely precious twin Digimon rookie Terriermon has 1 horn on his head, but this Digimon has 3. Yeah, Lotmon and Terriermon are basically the twin Digimons. They were like that in technically the 3rd movie in Japan, but part of the first one in America. That went to a boy named Willis in Colorado. At least that's what it was in the U.S. version of the film. I never watched any of the... I never watched the Japanese versions of the films, but they're so much better from what I've heard. And I believe it because there's so much stuff cut out of them compared to that. But yeah. And that's what it was. Wormmon. I actually liked Wormmon a lot. Wormmon was actually my favorite Digimon out of the... I want to say... I mean, yes, they did show more than 4 Digimon, but yeah. Where's the Wormmon that Digivolves with the Digi-Egg of Knowledge will become Honeybeemon? I'm not sure. Alright, we're starting off with our champions now. We have Ice Devimon. Yep, Ice Devimon. He showed up in Season 3 first time, I believe, with Rika. Well, I know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure, yeah. Aquilamon, which is Hawkmon's actual Digivolution, and for some odd reason, that's what Bergermon Digivolves into in Season 5. Because at some point, a Bergermon shows up and Digivolves into an Aquilamon. But then Digivolves into Garudamon. See, that's why I mean, I don't mind that they could have separate Digivolution lines. But it's just kind of odd that they could keep it consistent in the show. I mean, I don't blame them. It makes it. I mean, they are just technically data, and if I don't know, it's odd like that. Ikakumon. Yep. Gomamon's technically canon Digivolution. Wizardmon's theme in Season 1. Yeah, he was a good Digimon. He was a good Digimon at heart. Woodmon. I really did not like Woodmon at all, and I'm trying to think when he showed up. I know he's in season 4, but I highly doubt that was his first appearance. Was in season 4. No, season 2. They showed up in season 2. What am I talking about? I'm not sure about season 1, but that's neither here nor there. X-Vmon, Vmon's Digivolution, canon, Digivolution. So, yeah. I actually liked X-Vmon. X-Vmon was cool. Angemon, yeah. Angemon, of course. Patamon's canon Digivolution, and of course, for some odd reason, Lucemon can also become him as well. And Kudamon, okay. And he can Digivolve into Grudamon, which is weird. Hold on a second. Okay, so I think every champion can only Digivolve into 3 as well. So, Ogremon. Ogremon was a bad guy in the first season, and I can't remember if he ever showed up in the second season or not. Excuse me. So, yeah. He was a... what's the thing? Gardramon. Yeah, Gardramon. He's pretty cool, I think. I'm pretty sure he showed up in season 1 of Digimon somewhere. I know for sure he showed up in season 3 because that was Kenta's Digimon. Or Kazu. Kenta or Kazu? Yeah, it's Kazu. Kazu was the guy. Kenta was the guy with the glasses. Galmon. Yep, Galmon. Kabuterimon. I'm going to go a little bit faster now because it seems like, I don't know, we're at 67 and we still have like over a little less than 200 to go. So, Gargamon. I actually like Gargamon. Gargamon was probably my favorite champion out of the 3 Digimon. New Digimon. You never really know for sure what Impmon's champion form is. It's probably, I don't know. That's the thing. And of course, Garurumon Black. Cubemon is cool too, but I really like Gargamon. They really Digivolved fast in season 3. I think it was episode either episode 3 or 4 where Terriermon Digivolves into his champion. Well, I guess it's not technically fast, because, I mean, in Season 1, the first episode, when they got the Digimon, they all Digivolve. They were in their training, and then they all Digivolved into the rookie, and then every episode afterwards was them all Digivolving into their champion. It was started off with Agumon, then Gabumon, Tentomon, Birdram, Biomon, Biomon, Palmon, and then Gomamon, and then of course Patamon. I think that's the order it went by. Season 1 I remember the most to have all of them, somewhat. I mean, I could tell you all the villains from all of them except of course Season 5. Season 1 they had, their first villain was Devimon. Second villain was Myotismon, and then the third villains were the 4 Dark Masters. Then Season 2 really consisted of the Digimon Emperor, who was Ken, for majority of the whole season. I believe half of the season was just that, and then and then a few episodes of him being alone before he actually joined up with them. And then in season, then it was kind of Arukenimon and Mummymon for a while until they created Black War Greymon. Then Black War Greymon kind of came into the mix, and he stayed in there until you actually learned who the actual real villain was, which was Malomyotismon. Which I'm actually surprised Malomyotismon isn't in this game. You have Vile or Venomyotismon, so I guess that's fine enough, because I mean, I guess he needs to be in here since they have Myotismon. But I just find that odd that you can't have Vile Myotismon in here. Or not Vile, Malomyotismon. Malomyotismon is his name. So yeah, and I'm going to say this one thing about Gatomon. It really irks me that Gatomon could always be in her champion form. Yes, she's the smallest champion in existence or whatever, but it still irks me. It really irks me that out of all of them, she's the only one that can stay in her champion form. I mean, Salamon's cute. You never see Salamon. You only saw Salamon for 1 episode. I think ever. She never became Salamon ever again. Maybe... No, she never did. She never did. So, yeah, that really irks me. So she became Salamon one episode. Oh, and then I think you saw her as a Salamon in flashbacks, but I'm not counting those. You only saw her in the Salamon once, and that's when she became Angelomon to help them fight Valamai Otismon. That's the only time she ever became Salamon, in Season 1 anyway. That was just really annoying. Sorry about that. Digimon, his first appearance was actually in Digimon World 2. I think that's actually what Digimon digivolved into. I'm not really sure. They're on the cover together. I've never played Digimon World 2. That's actually the only world game I've never played. And of course the ones after Digimon World 4. But they were only released in Japan, so of course that's why. So yeah, can't really. Whoops, I don't think I was really there that long for Platinum Sukamon. So you can't really play a game that you can't get. I mean, I guess you could. Damn it, I wasn't there for that long for Black Diamond. I mean, I guess you could. I could have gotten the game, but I mean, it didn't seem right. Yeah. There's a. Oh, jeez. How much? Jeez Louise. We're so nowhere close to anywhere. So, yeah. I'm so sorry. This is getting longer than I wanted it to be, but it's also going by faster than I wanted it to be, too, now. So. Excuse me. I actually like Frigimon. Frigimon was a cool Digimon in Season 1. And then you hear the whole thing, the whole Frigimon story in Season 5. It's just really pulls at your heartstrings there. Damn Leomon. Leomon always gets bodied. He always gets destroyed. In Season 2, or not Season 2, Season 1. Not sure about Season 2, but in Season 3 is probably the worst one ever. Season 3 is probably the worst one ever. So far he's in Season 2, or not Season 2 or 3. He's in Digimon Tri, which I guess is technically Season 7, I guess you could say. Or, I mean, that could technically be the canon of Season. Okay, it's Digimon Adventure 3. It's Digimon Adventure Season 3. We'll just call it that. Because that's what they call it in Japan. Because technically the first 2 seasons of Digimon in Japan, they were called Digimon Adventure and then Digimon Adventure 02. And then the next one was called Digimon Tamers. And then the 4th one was Digimon Frontier. And I think the 5th one was Digimon Saviors, and the 6th one is Digimon Cross Wars. Oh yeah, we're in the Ultimates now. So Mega Carboteramon starts us off in Ultimates. Then we have a Telamon, who is one of the Devas, and I'll talk more about that in my Metal video, which will be after this one. That Metal video, I will talk a little bit about each Digimon, but as most as I can. I actually have a lot of mental data, not really mental data, mental memory datas of all of Digimon. Like, I can say a little fact about maybe some of them, but it's only something that I've seen from the shows, really. I mean, which isn't too much to brag about, but I can't say I know more about Digimon than Pokemon, because I've said it before and I'll say it again. Digimon's far more superior. I don't care if Pokemon came first. I don't care about that. Digimon is so much better than Pokemon, because, you know, you can actually have a conversation with your Digimon. They can talk back to you instead of saying Pika-pee, 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 or having the Meowth, but that's doesn't matter because Meowth is only canon in the show. Well, that's the thing. Anime-wise, Digimon is way higher up. Anime-wise, Digimon is way higher up there because all the animes were always better than Pokemon, because they always kept following stupid Ash Ketchum, who can't do anything right. He gets rid of all his good Pokemon right away. He got rid of his Pidgeot, for crying out loud. Fucking idiot. And I'm pretty sure he had a Larvitar, I think that's what it's called. It's Tyranitar's first form. He had that, but then of course he had to give it back to his mother because it hatched from an egg that was lost. Blah 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 blah. And he had Grudramon in the recent show, in the recent quote unquote series, I guess. He has a Grudramon, which is a cool Digimon. Not Digimon, I'm saying. It's a cool Pokemon. He is a cool Pokemon. But, like, he gets a Grudramon. Then, like, 2 episodes later, I'm getting rid of you because you need to protect this place. No, he doesn't. No one is ever gonna bother that place ever again. It's just so ridiculous. And he's never gonna win a. He's never gonna win a champion, or Pokemon League. He's never gonna win a Pokemon League until they finally decide to stop making new regions. Which now with Sun and Moon, which is a complete ripoff of Digimon Dusk and Dawn, which came out in 2008. So fuck you on that Pokemon. So that's probably going to be a new region, which, by the way, a big FU to people that was expecting Pokemon Y. I know, or Z. I was actually, back when X and Y was announced, I was actually contemplating, it's like, oh, should I get one of the games, or should I wait until Z is announced, which within like 6 months or something like that? But of course, I cracked right away and got Y. No, I got X. And then they announced Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So it's like, oh, okay, so no Z. That'll probably be the game after. And then, nope. Yeah, I get Sun and Moon. But whatever. I'm not talking about Pokemon. I'm talking about Digimon, which is superior. I'll tell you, okay, I'll give you that. Like, and the games are better, too. Holy shit. The games are so much better. It's not repetitive. Yes, okay, I do like Pokemon. I'm not saying I hate Pokemon, but I'm just saying, for those people that have the big whole, oh, Pokemon's so much better because Digimon's such a ripoff of it. It might be a ripoff, it might not be, but who cares? First of all, the Digimon are so much better designed than Pokemon. I mean, it's not getting ridiculous as it was back in Gen 5. I think that's when they had Trubbish, which was a literal bag of garbage. Yes, in Season 1, they had Digimon that looked like shit and threw shit. But hey, that was in the first season. And then you get stuff like Nightmon. Look how cool he is. He showed up in Season 3. Which is Gen 3, I guess you could say. Or Paildramon. Paildramon's cool too. Like, there are way less ridiculous looking Digimon than there are Pokemon. Especially since there's over 800 Pokemon now. Yes, there are a lot of Digimon as well, considering... Well, no, there's actually... Like, there are 500 medals that you had to collect. But the thing is, there's a lot of them that are, like... not really repeats, but, like, they're, like... Oh, here's, like, a different version of this Digimon, or a different version of it. Like, they're called X-Antibody versions, is what they are. So, that's a whole... That's different. It's just what they look like when they get the X-Antibody from the X... movie that I talked about back when we were talking about Darumon. I didn't want this to be a tangent about which is better, Digimon or Pokemon, but yeah. Okay, I mean, this is what Digimon Sun and Moon is going, or Pokemon Sun and Moon is going to be about. I was like, all right, you can leave. All right, go to the professor. Get one of 3 starter Pokemon, which is either going to be Grass, Water, or Fire type, and everyone's probably going to pick the Fire type, or depending on what they look like. Although I always go with Grass. I don't really want to talk about this. Why am I still talking about this? Bulbasaur's always the main. I liked Cyndaquil the most in Season 2, Gen 2. Gen 3, I'm trying to remember what that was. I think I liked the Grass one in that one as well. I think it was Turtwig. Or was that? No, that was Gen 4. Gen 3. Oh yeah, I like Gen 3 too. That was the Trico. I like Trico. But then the Gen 4 I liked Turtwig. Gen 5 was shit. Trying to remember what Gen 5 was. Why am I still talking about Pokemon? I can't remember the game. But I think Gen 6, I like Chespin. Chespin was pretty cool. I'm trying to remember what was the Pokemon for Gen 5? This is gonna bug me. I'm actually gonna look it up because I can't really think. Oh, hold on. I'm adjusting some things. Let's see. Gen 5 Digimon. Gen 5. Gen 5. Who was the 5th generation? Oh, black and white. Duh. Jeez Louise. Unova. Oh yeah, I like Snivy of that. Or actually, no. I actually liked the fire. I mean, I didn't mind Snivy, who was the grass type in that one, but I was a bit more of the Tepig. Okay. Now we're back. We're at Lucemon Fallen mode. Oh, late Devilmon. I could probably go back there since I spent that much time on her. So yeah. Oh boy, this is yeah. Oh boy, I'm trying to think. But yeah, like I said, I mean a lot more better designs in Digimon than Pokemon, and yeah, and the games aren't repetitive. So going back to my whole debate about that is all right. So this is what's going to happen in Sun and Moon. Okay. And then Mega Evolution. Come on. That is a complete ripoff of Digimon's Megas. Like, come on. Like, come on. That's a thing. Speaking of Megas, so. So, yeah. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. Which that's getting ridiculous too. It's now the better question to ask, like, which Digimons don't, or which Pokemons don't have Mega Evolutions now? Like, that's the questions. Like, it used to be back when, okay, Gen 6, that's fine. Introduce Mega Evolutions. Okay, cool. You need to add something new into the mix for it so it doesn't be all, so it's not all repetitive. I'm not dissing on Pokemon. Pokemon's fine, but you gotta admit it's very repetitive in every single game. That's another thing that Digimon has the upper hand of. They're not repetitive. They're not repetitive. Fuck. I'll get there. Why do I always forget where I'm at? Shit. Well, I'll just go back to my original thing. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen in Sun and Moon. Alright, kid. You can go out and grab a Pokemon. Choose between a grass, water, or fire type. Okay, you picked one. Oh, and your rival's got the one that's got the advantage over you. But there might be a kid that you have the advantage over. That's what they did in Gen 6. I don't know if they did in Gen 5. I'm not really sure. Okay, go out, do whatever the hell you want, but the thing you want to do is get the 8 badges so you can go to the Pokemon League. Alright, you got the 8 badges, and you probably stopped the bad guys in the process as well, the bad terrorist group that wants to take over the world. Alright, good job there. Good job there, Home Slice. Okay. You've saved the city, you saved the world, you saved the region by stopping the big bads. Okay, you can go to the Pokemon League now. Oh, there's the champion. It's someone you've met before, but you didn't know was the champion at the time. Probably. Okay, you can fight now. Oh, way to go, you beat the champion. Now you're the new champion. Okay, let's put you in the Hall of Flame. Alright, you can do a little side quest thing too, maybe. It all depends on what game you're playing. You can catch a legendary Pokemon now. Alright, you done catching that legendary Pokemon? Okay, fuck you now. Try to complete the Pokedex with all 8 million of the Pokemon around. Okay. Have fun. That's basically it. That has always been the thing. Which kind of sucks. That is the biggest collectathon game ever. Yes, a lot of people say Banjo-Kazooie is a collectathon game, which it is. Banjo-Kazooie is a fun game too, by the way. And it's a collectathon. I'll give them that. But the thing is, like, Pokemon is the biggest collectathon game because you're collecting Pokemon. You are collecting Pokemon, which is all boils down to. They're collections. What it is. Digimon, they're friends, and yeah. Yes, Pokemon can be friends too, but just watch the Screw Attack Death Battle between Agumon and Wargreymon, whatever, the Agumon evolutionary line, and Charizard. Just watch that death battle, and you'll even know more of why Digimon is so much better. Because, spoiler alert, Agumon wins. Or Greymon. Or Wargreymon. Because Pokemon shit. It's hilarious, too. Those death battles are really hilarious, I have to say. Especially that one. That one was just so far over the top that you couldn't help but laugh. Oh, that's actually a lot of Megas, too. Plusymon. Plesiomon. So, yeah. Wow, I'm getting to that hour mark already, and jeez Louise, I really shouldn't have hung around the, thing. Oh, well, I mean, the good news is we're getting closer. We're almost there. We're almost there. So, yeah. This was my rant episode of why Digimon is better than Pokemon. In the next episode of my rant, no, I'm just kidding. We're not done yet. We're almost done. What else can I talk about? I mean, I really enjoyed this game, and I really hope that they bring Digimon World Next Order or New Order over here. I think it's called Next Order. Yeah, it's called Next Order. That released in Japan on the Vita. I don't mind if it releases just on the Vita over here or PS4. Don't make no difference to me. I'll play the hell out of that game because I love that game. Or I'll love that game because I love this game. This game is fantastic. It's definitely filled that empty hole in my heart of a decent Digimon game, because the last ones anyone in America gotten were Dusk and Dawn, which was 2008 or 9 or 7, 8, or 9, back for the original Nintendo DS. So yeah, that's the thing, is it gets all of that. So I mean, I would have really loved it if they released the other Digimon games after Dusk and Dawn over here. I'm actually glad they released Dusk and Dawn over here too. I can't even remember what the gap was between them and then. I mean, they did technically release a Digimon game between the two. It was the All-Star Fighter game, but I mean, I don't know. I never played it, and I never really planned to play it. So, I was just trying to see the differences between the Omnimons, which I'm glad they put those two side by side, but they don't put the Chaos Gallantmon and the Gallantmons together. So yeah. Well, we're nearing the end here. Yep. I really love Beelzemon. Beelzemon. Oh my gosh, I really went over these. It has the same strength as the special move of a Magnamon. Oh. Yeah. So, I really didn't think this would be over an hour. I mean, it's technically not. It might not be over an hour, but yeah. Yeah, here's one of the new Digimon that we saw. So that's kind of cool that they gave us new Digimon too in an update, nonetheless. So. I hate that I'm scaling through these guys faster than I should, and I'm sorry. I might have done that too. Yeah. I actually like Valkyremon. Valkyremon's pretty cool. And then of course the burst modes. I think I already read these off or on camera for you guys, but I'm not 100% sure. I really like Gravemon's burst mode design. It's so cool. Design-wise, that's probably my favorite. Design-wise, that's probably my favorite, but I really love Mirage Galgamon. Just by the name alone. Mirage Galgamon has a cool design as well. And, of course, Shine Greymon has a... I mean, they're all great. Their burst modes are great. I think that's actually technically Beelzebub's blast mode, not burst mode. Like, these guys are the burst modes. That's blast mode. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and if you stuck around through this whole thing... Oh, we got 3 new things. Let's just see what they are. Okay. That's Vetamon. I want to thank you all so much for watching this episode. I might cut it down a bit. I don't know. I did rant too much about Pokemon, in my opinion, on this, but, you know, I had to say it. I just had to say that stuff, because it's how I felt, you know, and I know I've said that I like Digimon a lot better than Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. So, yeah. So, here's open. Next order comes out sometime either this year or next year. I don't care. I'm going to play it, and I'm going to love it, hopefully, since it's actually a Digimon World game, and no offense to the Digimon story, no offense to this game, but the Digimon World games are a little bit better than that, but I digress. Anyway, I want to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. In the next part, I'm going to show off all the Digimon medals, all 500 of them, but I won't do... I mean, the good news is they're just going to be a picture. Yeah, and I won't talk too much about it, and there'll probably be less Pokemon talk in that episode as well, and then we'll finally be done with Digimon, which is kind of sad to see it go. So yeah, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click. Comment down below what you liked about the video, what you didn't like the video, and let me know if you prefer Digimon over Pokemon and what's your reason for it. And don't say because Digimon copied Pokemon. I'm not going to count that as a valid reason if you give that as a reason for why you like Pokemon better than Digimon. You gotta give me a more valid reason. If you liked it because, oh, they have more games, I'll accept that. If you liked it because, well, I don't know. But let me know. Give me valid reasons, and I'd like to have a nice discussion with you if you like Digimon better than Pokemon better than Digimon. Because I like to have a discussion about that. So, sure, I will do that, and I'll comment to every single one of you, whether you agree or disagree. I don't mind. So, yeah, do that. And, of course, if you want, you can also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And you subscribe to my main channel as well, which is in the description below. As well as my Twitter accounts. My main Twitter and the RPG Kingdom Kid Twitter account. They are both over there. I actually did a new design for the RPG Kingdom Kid profile picture. It's actually the new design for my YouTube page and my profile picture on YouTube. Yes, I did some upgrading. I upgraded my YouTube banner and my profile picture, so it's a bit cooler now. Yes, although by the time this video comes out, the changes have already been in effect because other parts have come out. But nonetheless, I want to thank you all so much for watching once again, and I'll see you all next time.